deny sending the text. But when my partner in the story, Jake Tapper, asked the spokesman, well, how come it came from Perry's phone? The spokesman had no explanation. For the record, we confirmed with multiple people who know Rick Perry well, who have his number. That is, in fact, his number. The committee believes it's his number. So just imagine, this is a text saying, ignore the voters, subvert the will of the people. Here is a plan, aggressive strategy to steal the election, Don.
Yeah, I want to pick up on something that you said. Yeah. The timing of the text, right? It's absolutely critical. It was sent the day after Election Day. Many states weren't even called yet, right? And it's just one text from the many that the committee now has in their hands, or that they revealed. How does the panel plan to piece together all of this information?
So, look, we have seen Trump loyalists defy the committee and not testify. But this is very important because it's what's going on behind the scenes. I'm told this text is significant, but it's one of many significant texts, the tip of the iceberg. And what we're going to see is the committee is going to put together a timeline. And now they have, it's not just testimony, they have these texts in black and white, real-time evidence of what was being said. And this is all going to come out in the hearings with names attached to the text. Just to underscore, we have to remind everyone, Mark Meadows handed this over without any claim of privilege, Don.
So we can't forget what Perry said, right, when he was running as a presidential candidate. This was back, let's remind everyone, this is back in 2015. He was running against Trump. Watch.
Let no one be mistaken. Donald Trump's candidacy is a cancer on conservatism, and it must be clearly diagnosed, excised, and discarded. It cannot be pacified or ignored, for it will destroy a set of principles.
So what happened?
Beware of the videotape. I don't know, Don. Rick Perry should know better. All of these people should know better. I don't know how we got to Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger. Rick Perry was the longest-serving governor of Texas, 3 terms. He was cabinet secretary. He kept a pretty low profile. But I want to read you one more line that Rick Perry said that day about Trump. Quote, he offers a barking carnival act that can best be described as Trumpism, a toxic mix of demagoguery, mean-spiritedness, and nonsense that will lead the Republican Party to perdition if pursued. Rick Perry apparently forgot his own warning, Don.
And now the text.
Correct.
Thank you very much. Jamie Gengel, I appreciate it.
Sure.
Broad but vague threats of school violence spreading across TikTok, putting schools across the country on high alert. The threats weren't seen as credible, but is this the new normal?
For the gifts you won't forget, the Mercedes-Benz Winter Event. Get a credit towards your first month's payment on select models.
Okay, let's talk about those changes to your financial plan.
Bill? Mary?
Hey, it's our former broker, Carl.
Carl, say hi to Nina, our Schwab financial consultant.
I know how difficult these calls can be.
Hello to the 2 viewers.
Nina made it easier to set up a financial plan.
Okay, I had to share it to Twitter myself. The location on my phone still doesn't work. It won't let me choose Portland on the phone. Yes, I'm sounding like I'm losing my voice again. And Twitch.
You're gonna be a star.
You comfortable with that?
This holiday season, critics call Ricardo's Molten Magic.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Sorkin nails it. Must that be the best thing I ever.
Twitch doesn't work from the studio.
That's all I get to work with.
Javier Bardem has never been better. That's tremendous. Sleek crowd pleased her.
How can it get better than this?
Being the Ricardos. Radar. Now playing theaters, Prime Video.
And that was spelled wrong.
My name is Aaron. I've been with Facebook for 2 years now. I'm a product policy manager.
A lot of responsibility, especially on
At
content.
Pablo.
There's very little
Twitch
whether we should be leaving more content
doesn't
up, taking more content down with any particular rule or issue that we're looking at. We're not going to make everybody happy. Without regulation, we're really navigating that space as best we can. I think a standardized approach would help platforms all across the board define what the bounds of those rules should be.
Everyone's talking about Licorice Pizza these days, right? That's because it's the movie all the critics are falling for.
And here they are.
Yeah. Do you know who my girlfriend is? Barbra Streisand? Barbra Streisand. Barbra Streisand.
toggle Twitter off and then back on, and it still won't work. Watch.
Streisand.
When our daughter and her kids moved in with us, our barking
Toggle Twitter off.
so we switched back to time.
Enable.
Stains are gone.
Oh, there's another error message, I bet. Is there another error message? Yeah, right there.
It's gotta be tied.
Doesn't work in the studio either. Hello.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend Mr. Ellis Williams, aka Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got Car Shield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out and I want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave Car Shield a call. Coverage was very affordable and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic, they called Car Shield and saved my family on $2,400.
Car Shield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give Car Shield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
Car Shield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-587-5179. CNN New Year's Eve Live with Anderson.
Yeah, unless it gets canceled.
Starts at 8.
Parents and school officials on edge today. Vague and incredibly broad warnings of violence in schools across the nation going viral on social media overnight. Schools from Minnesota to Texas canceling classes or ramping up security in response to the warning that originated on TikTok. The Department of Homeland Security says there is no evidence the threats are credible. Still, authorities are asking the public to remain on alert. Another day of anxiety in the country already on edge. So let's discuss now with Juliet Kayyem, a former official at Homeland Security, and Ken Druck, a mental health expert, who's the author of The Real Rules of Life. Good evening to both of you. Juliet, I'm going to start with you. Here's the thing. Whether or not this threat was a hoax, the everyday threat of school violence is very, very real. And so is the fear behind all of this. Is that correct?
It's not irrational in terms of it's not inconceivable that someone would walk into a school these days and try to shoot children, whether it's another student or a stranger. I think the challenge is that the threats that we face and the intelligence that is just being thrown at us every single day is really hard to manage for the lay person, for the school official, for the parent. So you hear that there's a threat and you're just making calculations every day of, should I wait? Should they go to school or should they not? And these are risk calculations that most people don't either want to live with or haven't lived with for most of their lives. And I think that's the challenge that we're facing now.